Chairman, I'm grateful for you and Senator Brown as well for your leadership and for allowing me these moments of introductions for Dr. Rouse. If I may tread upon your grace, it is very hard for me to see Martha Fudge sitting before you without putting on the record just a touch of truth about her. I've been in the Senate for 7 years, and it is not an overstatement to say that one of my most invaluable colleagues and friends in that 7 years is Martha Fudge. She is an extraordinary woman who has a deep kindness at her soul. And many of us who know her, she has been a big sister. She has been a mentor, and that is most certainly true in my life. And I know she, like me, was a former mayor. As a mayor, you get the skill of finding ways to bring people together, to create common ground. I saw those skills on display when she was the chairwoman of the Congressional Black Caucus, which is a very diverse group, but also her ability from that position to work across the aisle, find common ground, and get things done. And so I know this committee will deal a lot with her should she be confirmed. And I think as was said by Senator Portman, you will find in her a goodness, a decency, and God willing, a friendship that I hope this committee on both sides of the aisle recognizes that it could be for you as it has been for me, one of the most valuable relationships I have. The only warning I'll give about her is don't try to serve her vegan food like I did. It's the only time I've seen her have harsh language to me. And now I'd like to have the honor of just saying quickly some remarks about Dr. Rouse, who is President Biden's nominee for the chair of the Council of Economic Advisors. What a privilege it is to be able to affirm what has already been said by my senior Senator Menendez. If confirmed, Dr. Rouse will be tasked with an enormous challenge of helping to craft and guide our nation's economic policy at a time of unprecedented economic crisis. Across the country, this committee knows tens of millions of Americans have lost their jobs. Millions of our countrymen and women in this wealthy nation have been pushed into poverty, food insecurity, with women especially suffering, and challenges being seen amongst people of color and women of color in particular. The impact of this economic crisis has been savage and unequal, and has compounded a lot of the realities that were already grievous in our country. Systemic inequality, historic disinvestment in Black and Brown communities like the one I live in. The Washington Post reported it most succinctly, and they said that the COVID-19 recession is the most unequal in modern US history. The economic crisis and the resultant attendant health crisis created by this pandemic have made clear how interconnected the challenges are that we face. And these crises have also made clear how necessary it is for bold action and bold leadership. We must have people with the kind of competency, qualifications, and commitment that Dr. Rouse has. If confirmed, I strongly believe that Dr. Rouse will offer the kind of leadership, vision, and action needed to enact an economic agenda that really prioritizes working families, that rebuilds our economy in an inclusive way, and addresses systemic barriers that have driven what is a real threat to our society as we know it, which is the wealth and economic inequalities that have grown worse over my lifetime. I don't just say this because Senator Menendez, as he noted, that Dr. Rouse is a proud New Jerseyan, dean of the School of Public and International Affairs to Princeton University. But Dr. Rouse is just renowned in her field. She is a well-known and celebrated labor economist, a leader in academia and in the study of the economic impact of diversity and inclusion, and knowing that these are elements that are not nice to talk about, but actually add to the economic strength of organizations in our country, public and private alike. She's a public servant who has served as a member of the Council of Economic Advisors in the Obama-Biden administration and on the National Economic Council in the Clinton administration as special assistant to President Clinton. If confirmed, Dr. Rouse will serve as the first African-American and fourth woman to lead the Council of Economic Advisors since its establishment 74 years ago. If the committee moves her forward, it will be historic in that sense. She will not just make history if confirmed, though. I am confident she will help to shape a future that is more resonant with our common values as a people, that she will be a force to making our nation bend the arc of that moral universe more towards liberty and justice for all. I urge my colleagues to swiftly confirm Dr. Rouse's nomination. Thank you for this time.
Thank you, Senator Booker.